Hi everyone, it's Jacqueline here, creating my garden, and today we're going to put some clematis in. It is the time of year where the color is dying down in the garden, and now it's more planting the fall plants for next year. So I mentioned in prior videos that I wanted to put some vines to crawl along this fence, so that's what I'm going to do. So I have a bunch of clematis here, and most of the clematis that I have here are Royal Cascade. They were an HF Young, and I believe these two both are Royal Cascade. And I have one more over here, and this is Warsaw Nick. So I'll show you that up close. There you go. So these are the ones we're going to plant. So altogether I've got 6 clematis to plant, and I'm going to run them over here around this trellis first of all, and along the back fence there. And most of these clematis are good for zone 3. They're in group B1. And I'm just going to rip one of these tags off. I can read it to you. So basically you plant it direct. These are 1 gallon pails or 1 gallon cans that these clematis are in. They're good for zone 3 and up, 3 to 8. So they should be good in here. And I'm kind of excited. There's a lot of purple here, I'll admit it. I want a little more variety in my colors, but I'm going to add honeysuckles vines in here too next year to make this area beautiful. So that's my plan. So anyhow, the first one I'm going to plant is this one. And this is Warsaw Nike. And it's supposed to have large flowers May to September. Pruning is required, which I normally cut my clematis back anyhow. Clematis, yeah, all the above. So anyhow, I'm going to put this one in right here, and it can climb up this vine. All right, let's get started. All right, so I put Warsaw in, and it was quite root bound, so there wasn't much dirt or anything to take off, and I wasn't able to feather the roots out because it was still root bound. So you can see it's in here, and it's on. I've wound it up the vines into the trellis for now. It will be cut back before winter, you guys. It's just something that has to be done, but I think it'll look really pretty in here with the white. I really do like white with perennials and with annual flowers. I think it really makes them shine. I also like a cedar wood tone as well with plants because they stand out really nice. But you can see in this bed, it's going to look gorgeous. The hydrangea that I have here will protect its roots, because we all know clematis likes to have their roots protected. They like shade on their roots, but they like to have the sun on their upper vine and leaves. So this will do a good job, and it's doing really well over here, surprisingly, in this bed. So this is a good start for it. So now I'm going to try to figure out where I'm putting these other ones and how close I want them. Plus I have to be aware I have a water line here. So I want to plant them fairly close to this fence to avoid this line. So I'm going to go around here and I'm going to lay them out and see where the best fit is. So one nice thing about this line that Rob put in is he's attached it to the fence and it's above ground. So I can actually see kind of where it's running when I put these vines in. So I'm going to put one right, I think I'll put it right here. I want to get as close as possible to the fence. So I'm going to dig that one in there. And this is the Purple Cascade. And these are $3, you guys. You can see the price tag on them. They were on sale, so that's why some of them have no tags on. But they were all the same brand as the other ones. So I'm just gonna double check on the number actually, because I got the SKU. Yeah, that SKU is the same. And oh, yeah. So that SKU is actually, I'll probably be the same. That SKU is the same as Royal Cascade, and then of course this one we have HF Young, and then the rest are Royal Cascades. All zones 3, all flowers May through September. They're full sun to bright shade. Matured height is 5 to 6 feet, and like I said, they like their feet shaded, but they like sun on their upper part is the best way to plant them. Okay, so I'm going to put this one in. and get this done. As you can see, this bed's starting to fill in more and it's looking better. I do have edging and things to do, but there's always work in the garden to do. And our nights are so short now. Like for us, it's starting to get dark around 7, 8 o'clock in the evening now. So we don't have much time in the evening to do stuff. So it makes it hard when we both work all day on full-time jobs and then we want to get out into the garden. So I just wanted to share this with you that, you know, like today is the day to do it. Plus we had a high of plus 23 Celsius here, which was warm compared to what we've had. But we've got a week of, you know, plus 16 to 18 Celsius all week, and then we're looking at some rain in the forecast. So I kind of want to get these in and done. So I'm going to dig this one in, and I'm sure it's root bound too. You can see it's quite root bound, and it was stapled to the container. You can see, so there's not much there. So I'm going to get her in, because I think if I don't get her in, it's not going to make it. So we're just going to center her in and get her planted, and I'm going to leave the stick in place just to support it and put her in. I'll come back, like I said, and water after, but I want to get her in really good here so that it's happy and it comes back next year. So one thing I do, you guys, is I press them firmly into the ground with my feet. You will see I'm going around here and just tapping her in, especially at this time of year, so we don't get any air bubbles. So you can see what I'm doing here. And then the other thing I like to do is make a bit of a trough around it, right? So we keep the moisture in. So when the snow comes, we have a bit of a trough to keep the moisture in so that it gets what it needs. So I'm just gonna pull a little more dirt up. All right, that should do it. Okay, that one is in. On to the next. And hopefully they aren't all stapled to the can like this one was. It made it, and they were big staples too, so it made it really, really hard to get it out of the container. That was brutal. All right, 2 down, 4 to go. And I'll show you where I'm putting the next ones. Let's walk over. Let me just grab my wagon here, trying to be coordinated and see where you can put the next one. And I'm just dotting them along here to give a shot of purple, with keeping in mind where my sprinkler lines are. All right, I think this is a good area right back here to put one in. And we're gonna go and put another royal cascade in. You can see a few shoots left on it for $3, you guys. These were all $3, just so you know. That's a really good buy. So I'll put that one probably right there, spread it out. I think that's a good spot for it. Okay, let's put the other ones out, and then I can just walk along and plant them. So we got another royal cascade. So I'm trying to spread the color out a little bit, because the HF Young is more of a lavender, and these royal cascades are all dark purple. All right, so I can come in here and put one in here because I can see the line, which is awesome. I need to get my pruners and clip my hydrangea back. Okay, that one can go right there. And you can see, you know, the lines above the ground there where Rob's got them, which helps me actually right now really, really well to get this in. Plus I'm gonna have to soak everything tonight because things are very dry. And I hope this doesn't make you guys seasick. All right, 2 more. This is another royal cascade, so we'll place it. You can see the quality of this one. Bit of shoots on the end there, which is just fine. I don't mind that. And we're gonna go further down here because I want to space them out. And I can't do anything in here because I got some work going to be done in there. So over here we will go. Okay, so I think right there is a good spot. I kind of want some color here behind the tree lilies, just because I think it'll look really, really pretty. It'll offset some of the whites and yellows and pinks and reds of the tree lilies. I'll probably do more white and yellows and pinks in the future of the lilies to give them a lot more color. We'll see what I can find in the spring. My go-to catalogs are Vessies and Brex. All right, so we have one left to place, and I'm going to put it, and this is the HF Young, which is a nice lavender. And you guys, this one actually gets taller. It gets to 6 to 9 feet. So that would be nice along the fence. And this shade of color, I think, would be beautiful. So we'll just go down here and figure a good spot for it. I'm going quite a ways down, you guys. Hello, Mr. Gnome. I love this gnome. Got him on sale. His eyes light up. It's a little creepy at night, though, because I can see him all the way from the kitchen window when I'm cooking or cleaning. He kind of stands out like a sore thumb. All right. So, put a line there. So I'm probably going to try to sneak him in right in here. I think that's a good spot for him. And he'll get lots of sun, but he's going to get a bit of shade because, as you can see, I've got evergreen branches here, but I could prune them up and then he'll give him more sun. Oh, look at that. The maple bugs are out. I hate them with a passion. Every fall when it gets dry, and there's lots of them over here. Holy Toledo. And there's nothing we can do about them, you guys. They even come into the house. They come in through the gas fireplace vents and everything. They're just a pain in the ass. They're harmless and they squish. They got a hard shell, so they're really hard to kill. But every fall we get them. So, all right, let's get this in. And I'm sure you don't want to hear about bugs. All right, so HF Young is in, and you can see that I kind of put a ring around the clematis so that it can absorb water, and it's got a sprinkler right there that'll hit it. Not necessarily the ideal situation. Drip would be better, but I'll take anything I can get when Rob does stuff. We'll keep expanding as the years go on. I will show you something pretty though. I still got some daylilies that are blooming, and like I said, we had a frost already and things have gone cold, so that's what kind of we're running into here. So because we're zone 3B, things tend to freeze up earlier than a lot of places, which shortens my gardening season. And considering we had a really slow start this year, it really shortened it. So I hope it's not early winter. You can see the dark orange yarrow is still in bloom. Loving that color. Need more of that. I will be splitting that. And they grow fast and they spread fast. So that's an easy win. You can see I have the cannas here and they're still doing well. I need to cut the blooms off, but this is a good area for them, and probably at the back of the fence with the tree lilies, they probably do very well in there too. And you can see the royal cascade. They are so small, but for $3, hey, I can't knock it. So it's in there and it's going to be happy there. It's going to get lots of moisture and it'll get what it needs. The daylilies in front of it will help as well to protect it. This area here is where the stumps are coming out. And I have to move these oriental lilies and the phlox and the potentilla out of here so that they can, and a few more over here so they can get in here and pull the rock back. So a bit of work there. Another royal cascade here. It's in the ground. It's looking good. I kept the stake with it and I kept the tags, guys, because I am horrible remembering the names the following season. I'll be honest. So I'll just admit it right now. I'm not perfect. I have issues. Don't we all? One of mine is remembering damn plant names sometimes. Yeah. So, and here's the other one. I think that's a good area. It's got two, if I stand back, you can see there's a couple big trees here and lilies and stuff there. So it should be pretty. It should give a different set of colors here that I don't have. I do have alliums here. So there's a purple, but this is a dark purple. And look at that coleus, still going strong. They, these coleus, they're pretty sensitive. Like they don't like anything below 8 Celsius, which is really quite cool. But back here where they're shaded, they're doing okay. And Rob is just loving the hostas here. He keeps saying how well they're doing because a lot of them got eaten. And then here's the other royal cascade, and of course the first one we put in. So that's Warsaw Nike. So that's it, you guys. That's all the clematis planted. You can see stuff is doing okay in the garden, but we are at that time of year where things are starting to die back and go dormant. So please like and subscribe to this video. I know you're not getting much color right now, and I'll see what I can do to give you more color, but it is that time of year. So let's just go over here. And you can see the coreopsis still has color. So some of these plants I'm identifying here that still have color are ones that I should plant more of for next year because they last longer. Like I said, this is just a really funny year. These are the phlox, and I should be cutting them back. All right, you guys, check out these miniature roses. I just wanted to share the colors with you. The colors are really brilliant in the cooler weather, and I think they look gorgeous. I just wanted to share them with you. If you're sick of seeing the miniature roses, let me know in the comments. I'm infatuated with them. Oh, you guys, look at this. Just walking by and check these bees out. They're going dormant, as in going to sleep, preparing for the cooler night. And there's actually 2 of them in this flower. They're gorgeous. And check out these Cosmo powder puffs. I actually had some pink ones in here. You can't see it right now, but I'll post a picture of it at the end of the video here. But these are well worth planting, you guys. I'm going to plant more of these next year, and I sure hope they come out with the pink variety in the powder puff. They're just beautiful, and they're about 5 to 6 feet tall. So they're very, very impressive. Oh, look at those bees. Aren't they amazing? They're moving so slow, and they're just gorgeous. I could watch these guys for hours as they settle in for the cool night that's ahead. So you guys, if you pick up plants at a garden center, don't forget to check for bees now, because I found some in the flowers that I picked up today. And so you want to carefully shoo them off the flower or try to transfer them to another flower, which is what I did without hurting them because they were so cold and so slow moving. So just a warning to you that you got to look closely at the plants right now if you're in the colder zone like I am in zone 3B.